Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Steel Tarot. Today is Sunday, February 19th, 2023. Back for your weekly reading. I want to thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching these the different videos. Hopefully some of this resonates with you. Always take what resonates, kind of leave what doesn't. These are general readings. And I always tell people, I think sometimes there's value in coming back later in the week to and listening to a reading again, and sometimes even the following week, because it's hard to say. We can put timelines, and I can say this is for the week of February 19th, but some things take longer, and some things might come in faster when there's less resistance to them. So just something to kind of keep in mind. Today I have a kind of a unique reading we're going to do. I call it What the Actual Fuck reading. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to look and see kind of like what's presenting itself to you this week. And I call that and then it's going to kind of be like, what's the challenge, the hurdle, the thing that you're going to face this coming week. And then we're going to get clear on actual, what is real about this, what's wrong about this, and where do I need more info? And then lastly, what can I do? Right? Because if we don't glean insights into what we can do, sometimes you're left to your own, which is not really a bad thing either. So, but anyways, let's just jump right into it. We'll say challenge. What the High Priestess? Okay. What's the face of this particular challenge or hurdle that we're going to have? Is the Six of Wands. Okay, those are really good cards actually for that. What is real about this? The Sun. Okay. Positive card to have there. Fuck. What is wrong about this? Three of Cups. These are all really good cards. Where do I need more info? Ooh, Ace of Cups. And then lastly, what can I do? The Eight of Cups. All right, so that's also very interesting, right? Okay, so the challenge or what the is the High Priestess, and the face of that is really the Six of Wands. What I'm gleaning from this is that your intuition is saying one thing, but others are cheering you on to do something else. So kind of like a little bit of a contrast here. Like your mind and your gut says do something or take some particular action, and everybody else is kind of guiding you or really kind of cheering you on, but it's not really where you want to go. So I think this week you need to get very clear about what you really want. And if you're persuaded to do something, and people are recognizing you and saying, hey, this is something really good that you're doing, or this is something you should do, you really kind of need to listen to your gut and your intuition there, because I think that is playing a critical role in this. And your intuition might be saying, hey, this isn't really where you want to go. There's something better for you. So that's what I'm kind of getting, is that your intuition is giving you this, you get this strong intuition this week that's leading you to one thing and everybody else is leading you to another. So what is very real about this situation that I feel like your intuition, so I feel like what we're talking about now is that situation that you're in, but like what's very real about this. And I think what's very real about this is that I'm drawing the connection to the High Priestess with the Sun card. So what I'm gleaning from this is whatever your intuition is guiding you towards is really what's meant for you. That is really going to bring you ultimate happiness and a feeling of fulfillment, whether it be prosperity, whether it be a relationship or something, whatever that is that's coming to you. I feel like these, your intuition is guiding you to the right situation here. What is wrong about this, right? So that's the next card. This is the actual, and then what is true or real about this, and then fuck, what is wrong about this? So it's like, what the actual fuck, right? So what is wrong about this? This could be like a third party situation. This could be something where somebody is, your option is to kind of join some particular force, whether it be a team or an endeavor or something with two other people. But I'm getting the feeling like, particularly when we talk about this, and I don't want to jump too far ahead, but what can I do, right? So I have like, you can either work with others or you can kind of go your own route. And so I think like what is wrong about this, what's wrong for you is that whatever this situation here is that you're gleaning a lot of recognition for, there's either a third party that's either taking credit for something and or you could partner with these three people, but you're almost better off as your intuition is guiding you to go your own route and kind of do something for you that is particularly important and appealing and interesting to you, right? So where do you need more information is this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about, an outpouring of emotion. And so again, I still think that this is kind of like ties back to the sun, right? What's real about this? Where do you need more information? You really need to have a heart-to-heart with yourself this week and really think about what really lights me up, what really is important to me, and get very, very, very clear on what you want, right? The law of attraction says we attract what we think about and what we believe. But we also have to be the more clear we can be about it, the better off we're going to be in terms of manifesting something that we want. Otherwise, you kind of can get split energy if you're unclear on what you want. And or something can come in and it kind of meets what you want, but you're not entirely, and you're gonna you might even reject it just because, or not even acknowledge that it came in because it doesn't resonate with you. So the reality there is you want crystal clear with yourself and the universe as to what you want. Okay. So where do you need more information is what really makes your cup overflow and brings you the ultimate happiness here. And I think your intuition is giving you a lot of hints this week. Okay. So again, I think you just need to be thinking about it from that particular angle. And then of course, what can you do? Go in that direction, move in that direction, move in accordance with your intuition. This is very, very clear to me. There's not a lot of mystery here this week. I think listening to your intuition is going to lead you in a new direction. Okay. You're going to be going in a new direction, and I think it's going to be coming to light this week. You're going to probably have a little bit of split energy at first because I think you're kind of like, oh, I really want to do this. But again, I think you're going to be pulled over in this direction over here because people recognize you or feel like they know you for this. And the other thing that I'm just getting out of this is that although people recognize you for something, doesn't mean it's just because you're good at something doesn't mean it's a particular strength of you. I should say, it's a strength, but it doesn't mean not necessarily light you up, okay? So this is being caught between, I do this very well, and I'm recognized for doing this particular thing very well, versus this really lights me up. So again, get very clear on that this week, okay? And I think you'll really be pretty pleased with that. And I think it'll kind of help you glean more information and bring you in the right direction. But I do see you moving on into something different. And that's okay. And that's actually a great thing to have and to be, right? Let's pull just a clarifying card to kind of see, like, what is this? Tell us more about this new direction that we could be moving in. Tell us more about this new direction that we're moving in, because I do want to understand this better. Okay, look at this. The High Priestess again. So in clarifying this new direction, the High Priestess, your intuition is telling you. So you listen to your gut, meditate. What do you want to do this week? You want to meditate. You want to focus on clearing your mind. Kind of let these things just come to you, okay? So think about quieting your mind. There's a lot of great meditations you can do on YouTube. Esther Hicks has a lot. There's a ton of them. If you're interested, I can certainly drop comments in the comments down below of some of the particular channels that I watch or that I use for meditating purposes. But answers come with meditation. So listen, maybe do more meditation this week. If you don't do meditation typically, maybe this is a good week to try and give it a shot. You don't have to do a guided meditation either. You could simply just sit in a very still, very quiet position in a quiet room. And you could ideally, what's wonderful is like listening to the ticking of a clock and just focus on the ticking of the clock. Just hear the tick. Don't listen to anything else. If an idea or some sort of like a image or something comes into your head, simply allow it to come and allow it to go. And or the other thing you can do is breathing work, breath. when you focus on your breath, you innately quiet your mind, and your heart rate slows, your brain waves come into a slower state. And so what you could do is take 4 or 5 deep breaths in, hold it for 4 or 5 seconds, and then let it out for 4 or 5 seconds. You really could do any number there. 5, I'm just throwing that out there as an example. You could do any kind of, approach you really want to take in that front, because that will really, allow you to kind of clear your mind a little bit. And that's when some of these things can come in, okay? But again, I do see you moving in a new direction, and this could be an epiphany that you have this week. So quiet your mind, meditate. Let's pull one more card, just because I'm really, that is exciting when it comes up. I think this is saying your intuition is strong, and it's important that when we get a feeling, or an instinct, or, something just kind of pulls us in a direction. I call, what Abraham Hicks calls it? She calls it inspired action. So that if you're aligned, if you're feeling good, and you get an instinct, you get an urge to do something. If you are acting in a state of high vibration, then you're taking an inspired action, and that is really bringing you down the path of least resistance. Okay, so the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of being a little bit sneaky. And maybe I think what this is saying to me in this regard is, don't tell anybody what you're doing. Kind of pursue this a little bit by yourself, explore it a little bit, because what I think is, what's coming to me is that, when you start to share some of your ideas with people might dissuade you from doing something. They might say, that's not a good idea. That's not really smart. You're so good at this. You're so good. You're so good at this. You were very, very good at this. What are you doing? Some people may not necessarily approve or think it's a good idea. And what that does is, that can kind of really kind of fluctuate and, impact your vibration a little bit. So what I'm getting, like, whatever your intuition guides you towards this week, just kind of work on it yourself, kind of explore it a little bit, dream a little bit, see if you can kind of get some meditation work done, and kind of let it, set in your mind a little, before you necessarily start telling people, hey, I had this idea, or hey, I'm thinking about doing this, because I got a feeling, they may not be fully on board with that, particularly when I see the Six of Wands up here. So again, a great week, a great thing. I think it's really you're going to have some strong intuition this week, and I think it's really going to bring you in a whole new direction. But where the direction you're going is really, really good. So that's what I have for you today. Drop any questions or comments down below. Again, hit the subscribe button so you're kind of aware when these new readings hit. And I look forward to catching you all again soon. Thanks so much, and have a great week.